I am still getting used to our cool little intro. I do little dances while it's going. Can we change the music? Like, can we do different music every time, or do you like? Is it set music?
Do you want to do that?
I don't
I
know.
have to do the video every time.
I'm
And
just
you have to
picturing
go
like
get
some '90s rap.
royalties. Right?
Oh, we have to put.
I totally was thinking, I was telling Linda this morning that I want to do Alien Ant Farm,
Sure. Like,
but
um,
we would have to buy
have
some
to pay for it.
royalties.
Yeah, I don't want to pay for anything. Okay, we're
I
sticking
found
with
an
this then.
amazing free royalty site. So there's people giving out music for free, which is phenomenal because yeah, Sarah, you and I, we'd be rocking out if we
We
could
would.
just, you know.
We would. But I need to turn my heater off here. I have a little space heater, and you're thinking it's in the summer, but my basement is where my office is, and it gets chilly. So
I
anyway,
had a space heater when I was at my parents' house in their basement because their AC runs. I will use a space heater if an AC is running. So I don't, yeah. I don't
well,
like
that's a
cold air. That's like my presence in a
your
box. Like
presence. Oh, that's a whole different episode. We are not getting into presents in a box right now.
that or
But
cold air. It's a whole, they're all episodes.
okay, okay. I think today's episode though is supposed to be living authentically, and you can live authentically without boxing things for the rest of your life. Okay?
I can't.
I you can do that. But I need to stop laughing. Uh, so you had started to talk a little bit about accountability and another meeting you had this week about living living your true self or being brave in your decision making in a sense. So you want to start off with that?
Yeah, so I was talking about newreality.me. They're amazing and they do these amazing coaching calls and different things. And some of them are free and some of them are paid, and the free they're worth being paid for. But we were talking about the it's a weekly conversation right now that's around ethics. And we were talking about ethically marketing yourself.
Oh,
um,
sure.
was this kind of it that's where the conversation turned to. And I love it because my branding is a prime example of ethically marketing yourself. I have Z's because I was a child of 80s, like 60s rock and Led Zeppelin and so I have literal lightning bolts for my Z's and my S in my logo, and then the coloring. And if you go to my brand new website that will be out next week, um,
Mm.
it's got amazing colors on it. And if you were somebody who if you, some coaches would coach me or some marketers would coach me and tell me, well, you need to lose the colors. You need to have, just your bolds and a lot of white space and a lot of this. And I'm horrible at that. Um, but I pay people to build a website that's a mix of what I am and a mix of what is
Kosher.
acceptable to community.
Yeah,
I don't think we could get into kosher at all. But it's acceptable and it's something that can be branded. But I had
sure.
to find somebody who was willing to understand who I am to ethically and align with me. But to your point, it took a huge step because my ADHD puked all over my website because I can build my own website and I've built other
Sure.
websites and the other websites look amazing. My website, my ADHD, not so much. But I had to stop and I had to say, you know what? This isn't selling. I'm a business owner.
Sure.
My website might have everything I want, but it's not selling. And so I had to take that risk. And then I had to find the right person. because I had a few people who I wanted to work with, but they didn't align, or they were too busy in other areas. So I found the person.
But also in this regard, I do have to say that you found your person, but you found a person who wasn't passive, right?
Right.
You didn't want somebody that was going to take everything you said and just be like, "Okay," right? You found the perfect person was like, "We're not doing that." Like, we're not. And and made you make good decisions along with being yourself. So the brave part of that was taking yourself and just putting that, like, what's that word, like, designer tweak on it so that it was um fit with what was expected in the business world in a sense.
Right. We took
Yeah.
my ADHD and we made it desirable.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely, definitely. And before we get any further, can if we put something in the comments now, people will see it later?
Yes.
So put newreality.me, and if you feel like it, put your web designer in there if she would want that.
Yeah,
So
let me get her.
that way, if people want to check out like what else she's done, or check out a class for New Reality, we can we can do that, or
Now I
they
have
can
to
do
get
that.
the right one.
Ooh, the right one.
Yeah, because she
Um,
has her photography one, which has amazing everything, but then she has her business one. I love Kat. Kat has like all the things. Okay, move on while I do this.
sure. So, so this conversation of be yourself and making brave decisions did lead us to some ethical decision conversations that I think were a little bit funny on our call today. um, and if anybody is watching this and makes a comment, I would love to know what you think about if you left a car charger in a rental car in Denver, and you flew to New York and didn't have your car charger. Would you go to Enterprise and say, "Hey, I lost my car charger in Denver. Do you have an extra one that I can have that somebody else left in a car?" Or would you consider that stealing? And I look at these things like ethically, right? And this is where we go to those ethical decisions or those good decisions for your business or for yourself. And I think we need to not say break the law. That is not what this is about. But in a sense, you have to think about what is the best option for you right then. And I'm trying to get back to my, like, full thought on this. Did you put those comments in? Oh, you did. Look at that. Um,
Well, I can't find her other site, and it's buried in my email. So if you're not on my email list, get on my email list so you can get her other
there
site.
you go. But
It
then
goes
if
out later this week.
if Kat watches this, she can make a comment on,
Oh yeah.
uh, so make sure that she watches this and throws the comment on there. But either
Oh,
way, they can go check out her creative site.
or I have an office manager, Samantha,
If
and
Samantha's
she
watching,
right
Samantha
now,
can do this for
Samantha, I know that you watch these to make sure that we have all the right links. So please put Kat's other link in the comments.
you. Look at that. So many
See?
people to help with this.
Exactly.
Um, but Um, I think there are different decisions for business that are there's like a barrier between ethical decisions and just making brave decisions, right? Brave decisions are what you did with your website, right? Like, you know what? I get it. I'm not the perfect person to build my own website. So I need to give that away and make that brave decision to give that up. And then there's the ethical decisions of, you know, do I take somebody else's cord, even though mine's still sitting in Denver, right? Or, do I up my, do I tell people I can do something even though I can't, under the assumption I'm going to learn or I might be able to do it? And I don't know. I kind of think about that a lot because a lot of people say that whole concept of fake it till you make it. And I get that a little bit, but if you're over marketing yourself, you can hurt your business. What do you think?
I think that if you So here's the thing, right? If you market that you can do something, and then the next day somebody hires you to do that something, but there's a 3-week educational buffer, then you can't produce that.
Okay,
You can't produce it, right? If I'm
true.
hiring you today to get this done, if you said to me, hey, you know what? I need 3 weeks to be prepared to get your project taken care of. Great. 3 weeks, get my project taken care of. I have a
And
timeline. If you tell me I will start on that today and
it
you
takes you
are
three
can
weeks.
expect it today, there's that line, right? And I think this comes into play. And this is my business started with me building websites, which I can do, and I do have good professional looking ones.
Yes.
It started with me wanting to do marketing for people. It started with a list of stuff. And because I was marketing those things and because I was doing those things for people, I wasn't happy because what I love is the accountability. What I
Okay.
love is I don't like marketing and I can do it for other people, but I don't like it. So I would drag my feet at doing that client work. Also, I'm not, can I build you a marketing platform? Yes, I could. Is it the best? No, it's not. But there's other people who can do it better. So ethically, for me, giving you to somebody who can do this better and be in a better place is a great idea. B Studio is a phenomenal marketer. Kat, which we've already done, she's an amazing marketer. I used to always praise Crystal, but Crystal moved from marketing to coaching. Um,
Okay.
I, I I ruined that one for us because I showed her the lights. I'm not doing that ever again because I'll lose my marketing team. But there's you have to align with what you're doing as you're doing it. And if you're going to buffer with I need education on this, get the education and then promote it. And if you don't like it,
I
drop it.
no, I'm agreeing with you, and I know that you know, and if people have been watching this, when we started these, I was actually with a different company. Um, and I'd opened that company in January. Now I've been doing consulting for about 11 years now. I just needed off the beaten path consulting recently, but prior to this, we were doing something else, my partner and we had a different business. But my heart was never one. I was good at it. That was fine. I was good at it. I knew my stuff. I was talking the talk and walking the walk, but my heart wasn't in it, right? And once I figured out where my heart was supposed to be, I am truly not scared to tell people what I do now. Then I was actually fearful if I get too far in this conversation, they're going to ask me questions that I have no idea the answer to, and I have to send them to my partner. And to me, that was like a weird feeling. Does that kind of make sense? Like,
Yeah.
I shouldn't have that feeling because I wasn't being wholeheartedly me. Um, so now I have this new business that is 100% wholeheartedly me. And I feel that every day. It's a different feeling. So, and I think that's kind of what you were getting at when you first started. Yeah, sure, you can do a lot of things. I
I could
mean,
make money at them. And so
sure,
ethically, and that was one of the questions that came up yesterday in the new reality. Ethically, I could make money doing it, but should I be? Do you take the client to
should
make the money, or do you let the client go to somebody else, refer them out, and refer
because
the
they'll
money
have a
out?
better experience or whatever the
Yeah.
case is.
And you'll be
Um,
happy when you wake up.
and I think that's your last sentence is the key. Will you be happy when you wake up? Um, if you love what you do, it's not really work, right? Um, every day I get up and I do a wide variety of things, but at the end of every day, I'm like, wow, that was hard or that was fun or whatever the reaction was, but I'm no longer And I don't even mean the company that I was just talking about. I'm saying like my 9 to 5s. I'm no longer at the end of the day, oh my gosh, it's 5 o'clock. I'm glad the day's done. I haven't had that in a while, and I wish that for everybody, right? If you're getting to 5 o'clock or whatever your end of day is, right? I don't care. But whatever your end of day is, and you're literally like relieved and your shoulders just go and you can feel it drop off you, that's not the place you should be. It's not the place you should be.
Well, and one
Um,
of the things I brought up in accountability today was really who's around you. As
mm,
solopreneurs, I shattered my knee. And
you did.
thanks to Sarah and Eileen and Debbie at New Reality and Samantha and Devika, everybody picked up my business. I work for myself. I own my own company. And I had networking partners pick up my business. They didn't pick up my clients. My clients were flexible, and when I was napping, they would reschedule with me. But they picked up my group accountabilities. They picked up all of the things that I could not do, and they made me feel like I was worth it. The year that I had spent devoting time to networking and creating a relationship, I picked the right people.
I agree. You picked the right people. So a little bit of a joke there, but yes, you picked the right people because you are good at what you do and good at building relationships, not only with yourself, but you are the type of person from day one when I met you, you're like, oh, you need to talk to so and so and so and so. I'd known you like for 3.5 days and I'm talking to 8 other people, right? And that's great, right? That's what you do. It's not just about a relationship with you. You're building a network, and you go to that accountability. The more people that can help you be accountable for your success, you then feel accountable for their success. Do you get my point? And when we are, I don't know, I right now I'm imagining a tree of everybody holding each other up, um but that builds more of a community. And I think that's where I'm going with that. I'm going to end my
Yeah.
sentence.
And we've talked more about the business side than we did the other side, but you can take any of these scenarios into your personal sides. You can take
Yeah.
any of these situations into a space of personal and who's in your circle, who's not. But also really, how do you direct your day? If you're doing things in your personal life that are tiring and exhausting, don't do them.
Don't do them and
Don't
find
do them.
people that will support you.
Yeah.
Right. One of the things, so I moved, and I'll do this quick because I know we're almost out of time, or we are out of time, but really, really quick. When I moved to Illinois, I didn't know anybody. And you got to like join book clubs, do some meetups, find humans that can start building that around you. So,
Yep, exactly. I appreciate all of you over on this side of the screen. Please book with us.
or
Sarah
maybe
is an
here, I don't know.
just an amazing person, and so am I. But
You are?
we're amazing people. Book with us. Get some time with us. QR codes are over there if you need them. Also, if you enjoyed this live, go watch our YouTube on our other playlists, because we were a little, fun today, but we do have some great topics. So join us, watch us, and just we look forward to seeing you all. Thank you so much.